Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy JC here.
Secure the objectives.
Bringing you a gameplay commentary on the map Raid. It's going to be a hardpoint league match. In league play, obviously, I'm running the foul with select fire. Yeah, I know, it's a pretty newbie gun, but I got to do what I got to do. And to make things even better, I'm also running the dual caps, my baby caps. You know, you gotta run the biggest stuff if you want to play with the. If you want to play with the best, you got to run what they run. So if everybody wants to be bitch and run their stuff, I have to too. You can't get outplayed just because you're unwilling to use some stuff that everybody else uses. But in this game, I dropped 50 kills. I think I go like 50 and 20, which is pretty good. I mean, these guys obviously their hands were probably a little off. May not have a couple of fingers, but they weren't awful. I mean, they were full team. It was my full team. It wasn't a bad game, I guess, but it goes the full 10 minutes. We were just trying to fuck with them at the end and get as many kills as we possibly could. But I just want to talk a little bit. I'll explain what I'm doing during the game and stuff like that. It's just going to be a little commentate over the game. I'm going to do these. Try to do these a couple times a week if I can get the gameplays for it. But pretty much what I'm trying to do right here is hold the anchor. As you see me get a pretty nice three-piece there. But I'm just trying to hold the anchor, hold a half of the map, make sure we get good spawns, pull up, get a flank or two. But as you see, I'm rotating early just so I can try to get the full spawn. When you're pushing garage hill on this map, what you really want to do is you want to hold this pool side right here so that you guys spawn right there. Your team will spawn right there by that pool. And it's the better spawn than the raid spawn where you have to run 5 or 10 seconds to get all the way to the hill. But right here, I have to be really patient and take my time and not try to force anything. Because my team's slow on rotating, so I just don't want to challenge. But fortunately, they were really slow on rotating too. So I'm just going to try to watch our back, make sure nobody pushes pool, which one does. He gets the dick. But
Lightning strike awaiting coordinates.
I'll just stutter.
Hardpoint contested.
The only other things I want to really talk about are, I don't know, I'll be uploading a lot of these kind of gameplays where I'm uploading hard points and maybe in a couple CTF, or maybe a search, like a half search game, like the ending half or something. The search just gets to be so long, I don't want to be uploading like a 15-20 minute video. But this was a pretty good gameplay from a few days ago that I was pretty impressed with. I mean, anytime you can drop 50 kills with an AR on a fairly decent sized map like Raid, that you were obviously doing something right, even if I was kill whoring a bit at times. I mean, so you have to kill whore a little bit with an AR to help your team win. Right. And that's what we did. I mean, this team ended up making Master, which is pretty decent. I mean, it's not the most difficult thing to make Master in the league as a team, but it's definitely not the easiest thing in the world to do. So, I mean, I'll take it. We're a decent team. We're not the best. We're not the worst. We're definitely improving. We got to play against a lot of top-notch players, teams like Dare. We played Dare twice or 3 times, and we played Complexity once. We played Vintage once, and we got matched up in Search with Dare both times, and we got 6-2 and 6-1, which is definitely isn't good, but they're going to be a pro team with a good chance of going to the COD Championships. And then Complexity is tier 1 team, right, with Optic. So, I mean, they 6-0'd us, which it's a little upsetting, but it could have been worse. I mean, well, it couldn't have been worse, technically, but I mean, I didn't really expect much going in and playing Complexity. When we played Vintage, we got a hard point against them and actually did fairly decent. If you don't know who Vintage is, it's Pac-Man, the old COD 4 national champion that played with Fear, and Wheats and Senses, and I forgot their 4th, but they're in a really good spot to go to COD XP too. So, or COD Championships. So, I mean, we lost by like 90 on a hard point. So, I mean, it's really good. If you don't play League, go in as a team, you're going to have a pretty good chance, not pretty good, but you're going to have a chance of playing some of these really top teams. It's some really good practice that you wouldn't normally get because, you know, pros don't want to play no matter what because they're not going to get very good practice out of it if they're just stomping. But if you play league play, they have incentive to stay in the game because they want to make college championships and have a chance to play for that $1 million prize, or $400,000 prize, $1 million purse. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck that guy was dolphin diving for. It didn't make much sense to me either. But the gameplay is just rolling right on. We're up 150 to 72. And as you can see, I'm pretty much going off. It's just too easy with the foul. You put a fucking... The foul, even without select fire, is just too easy. You can just use trigger stops and just go off. I mean, I have a scuff. I'm not afraid to admit it. And you just have trigger stops on your scuff, and that shit, you can shoot it just as fast. So, the foul just needs to be banned. But until it's banned, people have to use it. That's the same with the Kimbo caps. You gotta use it until it's banned because you don't want to let other people get the advantage on you just because you were wanting to not be playing in a way that you feel is annoying. You look at players that play this way, like a Clayster or a Parasite, they play really annoying, but they drop numbers. And that's why they're on the best teams. Clayster on Unite and Parasite on Freako. I mean, they're on those teams for a reason. That's because they're good. And they play annoying. They run their fouls with trigger stops, and then they run the Kimbo Cat 40s and all that stuff. They do what they have to do to win. So, that's right there is why the Cat 40s are too overpowered. I just got a 3-piece and should have got the 4th, but I choked. I mean, it happens. You run the foul and you run the caps. You have a class set up for the ages. But I run Flag Jacket just because I'm normally posted up on a head glitch and I don't want to get naded out. And then toughness is a must for every class. And dexterity, yeah, I just like it because there's a lot of pop-ups on this map, and it's just an easier thing to run because Tag Mask isn't very important. There's really not much else to run. Extreme conditioning could be useful, but I'm not going to be running across the map too often. So this is pretty much this is my standard class setup for AR. Occasionally I'll switch in like an extreme conditioning for like CTF or something, or a lightweight, depending on what the map is. But as we just keep getting deeper and deeper in this gameplay, you just see me still going off. And I should have pulled up the scoreboard a couple more times to show you guys where I was at, but I just recorded it and left my Xbox and went and got me something to eat while I was recording and putting on my computer. So that's why the scoreboard doesn't pop up as much as I would like it to, but I'll try to do that better in my upcoming gameplays. Actually, I have another one that's on my computer already that I'm going to be commentating or putting commentary over here soon. It's another League Play game, but the League Play system, like the servers or something, they're good, and then they'll just be awful. Like you'll have 3 guys 1 bar and 1 guy 4 bar just running around normal, and the other 3 can't even move out of their spawn. This happened to me. I think it was a day or 2 ago, which would have been like Saturday, and I had 3 guys on my team that couldn't even move. Watch this guy get turned on. See, that's not fair. That shouldn't happen. But back to my commentary. There was 3 of the guys on my team, including me, that couldn't even move for the first minute and a half in the game. The team had us by 80 points before we could even start doing anything. So, and we came back and won. And that'll be one of my commentaries to show that the League Play system is obviously flawed, but they have connection issues that shouldn't be happening. There shouldn't be 3 people on one team that are 1 bar, and just because of the servers, and nobody on the other team even having connection issues. So I won't say what I go in that game, but I completely go off for not being able to play the first minute and a half. But this gameplay is coming to a close, and I wish I'd have showed you the end, but I just looked it back up, and I did go. I went 50 and 20. I got that 50th kill right here on this Hellstorm. I only got one of those, which is kind of ridiculous, but I'll take it. 50 and 20 hardpoint raid against a full team in league play. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you guys later.